start recording now. उमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। Dhanuja Mataji, are you trying to say something?
Hari Mataji, I forgot to mute Mataji. Hare
No
Krishna.
problem, no problem. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, a lot of maths we did yesterday. We had a mathematics class yesterday. And the purpose of all that calculations was to know this, that this is the Karana ocean, and this ocean has got water, right? And usually that is also called as Virja river, no? So although it is an ocean, sometimes it is called river. And in this Kaushal ocean, Karunadakshayi Vishnu is lying down. Also, he is known as Mahavishnu. And from his body pores, one pore, one universe is coming out whenever he is breathing out. So one breath of Mahavishnu, whenever he breathes out and breathes in, that is the life of all these universes. They will again all go in whenever he breathes in. So, what is the life of all these universes? Just one breath of Mahavishnu. That is a lifetime of all these universes. And how many universes are coming out? Unlimited. And one of those universes is where we are. Although this universe is shown bigger for our understanding, it is zoomed in actually. Otherwise, this is the smallest universe. Our universe is the smallest universe. And in our Shastras, whatever we know about what is the structure of this universe, that is from our Shastras, but we do not know much about the other universes, what is their structure. We do not know. But then Garbhodakashayi Vishnu enters this one universe and he lies down there in the Garbha ocean, and from there is a birth of Brahma that is starting from the lotus stem that comes from the navel of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. On this lotus forms, and then the lotus is a first born, the first entity, living entity of this universe is born. And he is given the task of filling up all this different planets with suitable jivas. The jivas having suitable karma, they will all be created and filled in with this. So creation is all done. What is Brahma doing? Secondary creation. Like say for example, we see so many apartments, no buildings. They are all buildings are all done, and then the charge of filling the buildings with nice furniture and all that is given to the interior designer, no, like that. So there is a builder and there is an interior designer. So the actual builder is Vishnu. Everything is already done, and Brahma is appointed as interior designer. I'm giving a very vague example, I know. It's not a proper example, but for understanding purpose, that who is a primary creator and who is a secondary creator. So whenever we say Brahma is a creator, yes, he is, but he is secondary creator. And Brahma knows this. Brahma has full knowledge of this, that although I am given this task, I am not the owner of this place. I'm not the proprietor of all this apartment. I am just a interior designer. I am here to serve the actual builder. He knows that. That consciousness is there in him all the time. That there is some supreme and I have to just obey the orders of the Supreme. And then there are 14 planetary systems, seven above Bhuloka and six below Bhuloka. And whenever annihilation happens, that is at the night of Brahma, whenever Brahma goes to sleep, up to Svargaloka, up to here, everything is flooded off. Hmm. And whenever Brahma, he himself goes to rest, like his lifetime is over, then what happens? Everything, full devastation happens. Everything is flooded, and full universe only, it goes into Mahavishnu's body along with all the jivas. Okay, one question, if anyone knows, try to answer. Do we see this Virja river water or Karana ocean water anytime here in our Buloka?
Yes, Mataji. It's the Ganga.
We couldn't hear Santoshri Mataji.
Now it's audible, Mataji.
Better.
Is it Ganga river?
Yes, Ganga Mai. So who is Ganga Mai? Ganga Mai is Viraja river only. When how she came here? Santoshri Mataji, when she came here?
Mhm. Mataji, exactly, I don't know the name of, I don't remember the name of the person, but he actually requested for Ganga to come on the earth.
Oh,
Hare Krishna,
that time she,
Bhagirath.
sorry.
Badri,
Yeah, who is
Badri.
trying?
Bhagirath Mataji.
Bhagirath Mataji.
So Bhagiratha actually got Ganga from Swargaloka to Bhuloka. I'm asking who got Brahma from this place, from this Kaushal ocean to enter this universe first? Who caused that? So she came and she stopped at Swargaloka only. She did not come to Bhuloka. So Bhagiratha, he got from Swarga to Bhuloka. And then, of course, she went till Patal also later on. But first, what happened was during the Leela of Bali Maharaj and Vaman Dev. Vaman Dev grew very big, right? Very big. With one step, he covered the whole upper uh, half of the universe. And with one step, he covered the lower half. And he asked, "Where should I take the third step? Because you promised me three steps of land." So when he was taking the first step towards covering the upper part of the universe, his stone nail, it punctured this universe. The universe is covered, no? The covering is made up of earth, water. You can read here fire, air, ether. So all this, then the very subtle elements are also there. So this is all punctured by his stone nail. Then this water started to flow in. Hmm? So it is also Charanamrita of Vamandev. Ganga is also Charanamrita because it is touching his feet and coming. And it is a water in which Mahavishnu is lying, full body is lying in that water. So that is a glory of Ganga Mai. She is not ordinary some water. So it is carrying lot of potency for devotional service. And at the same time, even Brahma, it is said that in with his Kamandalu, whenever this water was punctured, he collected, Brahma also collected some water. And he also started to uh, do Charnabhishek of Vamandev. So that is also one reason it is called as Charnamrit of Vamandev. So thank you so much. I just wanted to show this picture first, and like how yesterday Prabhupada was telling that these universes and Brahma, everything appears just like bubbles, flash of light. That's all in a vast ocean. Such temporary they appear, just bubbles. How they come and how they go in just a flash of second, right? That is how they appear, even with such long life as 311 trillion 40 billion years. And in that, what life we have is just so small. It is so tiny. And in that life, whatever we try to achieve other than going back to Godhead, it is all meaningless. It seems so meaningless in such small life. If you are thinking that I will be happy here, I will make my arrangements in a way that I will be ever existing here, it is not possible, and it is all only ridiculous from the point of view of absolute truth. It appears meaningless. Like how children playing with toys and wanting to have the toy forever, crying for it with full emotion, how it feels for an adult to look at it. Like, why such meaningless? Why is he crying for that? This is just a toy. It will anyway break one day. It is not going to be there forever. Sometimes children even cry for very very simple things, like which has got no value, not even great big costly toys, but anything they will. Very innocent children, no, small screws or some part of the toy is broken. For that also they will cry that I want this. So that seems so meaningless to the parent. Similarly, when we cry here for I want a home, I want that, I want a car, I want this, I want a good job, I want that. Even then, from the point of view of the Lord, it be like, okay, something like, he's not understanding the meaning of why he is there. First of all, he has to come back to me. But meanwhile, if he's crying so much, I will give it in a way that he will understand that this is not the aim of life. He will start to search for the aim of life. So, whenever we ask for material desires from Krishna, Vishnu, he will give in a way that it is understandable to us that this was actually of no value. Why did I ask for it? And the same thing when people ask for demigods, what they will do? They will first see if it is there in your karma to get it. Mm. Okay, some karma is there which allows you to get it. They will sanction. They will not see if it is good for you or bad for you, or if you realize that this is a waste of time that I did. They will not see all that because they are engaged in their own work. They are busy. They have given so many duties by Krishna. They are here as representatives uh, to run this universe. They have got their own particular job descriptions given. They're busy in that. And when we disturb them with so many other vratas, pujas, asking for things, they will say, okay, take it and go. They will not think or verify if it is good for you or not. Something like Prabhupada always gives example of mother will always say, chocolate is not good for you. She may not give, but aunt will give it. She is not that concerned whenever a child asks for it. Similarly, the demigods, they are busy in their own uh, administrative works, and they just don't want much time waste, and they give it immediately. So that is one reason that people have faith in demigods. They develop faith with, because I have asked for it and I did such shraddha and things come out true and I got it. So they develop faith. But in reality, Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, the same chapter that we are reading, we are quoting to yesterday, no, from 8th chapter, and 9th. Many times Krishna will tell this, that actually I am giving the strength to the demigods to give you what you are asking them to. No? So I am the one behind it. They are deriving power from me to give you, and you cannot see who is behind the demigods, who is actually having that uh, sanctioning power. You cannot see that. Anyway, we will move on to our fourth chapter reading. Okay. I'm showing all this so that this explanation becomes easier. Now, yeah, at the end of the day of Brahma, who is reading?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I'll read.
Yes, Matash.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Okay.
At the end of the day of Brahma, all the lower planetary systems are covered with water and the beings on them are annihilated. After this devastation and after the night of Brahma passes, In the morning, when Brahma arises, there is a again creation, and all these beings come forth. Thus, subjection to creation and destruction is the nature of the material world. भूतग्रामस्य एवायं भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ प्रभवत्यहरागमे. Again and again the day comes, and this host of beings is active, and again the night falls, Partha, and they are helplessly dissolved. Bhagavad Gita 8.19. Although living entities do not like devastation, that devastation will come and overflood the planets until all living beings on the planet stay immersed in water throughout the night of Brahma. But as the day comes, the water gradually disappears. परस्तस्मात्तु भावोऽन्यो अव्यक्तो व्यक्तात् सनातनः यस्य सर्वेषु भूतेषु नश्यत्सु न विनश्यति. Yet there is another nature, which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. Gita 8.20. Hare Krishna Mataji. Should I continue or stop here?
Yes, Mataji, please pause here. So from 8.17 onwards, we are seeing right now, from the beginning of this chapter, what is that? It begins with 8.17, explanation of 8.17, then 8.18, then 8.19, then 20. Till now, Mataji read all this, right? So it is all about the life of Brahma, lifespan of Brahma, and what happens during the night of Brahma. So during the night of Brahma, devastation happens. It is also called as annihilation, or it is called as pralaya, right? So this happens, and this is all partial pralaya only. Even this partial pralaya, in which still Brahma is there, upper planets are there, only lower planets are flooded. Even in this partial pralaya also, so many living beings, they all are merging into these waters, and they all stay there in their very susupta form, like the consciousness and all is stunned. And then again in the morning, again they get their new bodies according to which consciousness, which subtle bodies they have, which karma they have. Again, new bodies are given to them. So this anyone wants, no one wants. Prabhupada here says, although the living entities do not like devastation, that devastation will come. In Western countries, when Prabhupada was preaching, and these reporters and these philosophers, whenever they used to come and they say that we believe or we do not believe in your philosophy, whatever, Prabhupada used to say one thing: you believe or not, you like or not, Krishna will come. But if you believe, Krishna will come in a Shyam Sundar form, beautiful form. If you do not believe, he will come in the form of death. You have to then believe. His forms are different, but he will come. So this devastation, no one wants this ghastly form of death. No one wants. But if you do not believe and do not serve the Lord, be always rebellious and envious of Krishna, that is what is going to happen. They stay merged in water throughout the night of Brahma. And night of Brahma is also so long period, right? Who wants to stay merged in water? Again, day comes, the water gradually disappears. Again, this happens. This keep happening till the full lifespan of Brahma. After that, they merge into the body of Mahavishnu. And then again, when new universe comes out, again this starts. And this is like forever. That is why we are called as Nitya Baddhas. It seems like we have been having into this cycle forever. Nitya Baddhas. But only one hope is there, that once we are out of the cycle by the mercy of Guru Krishna, then Krishna says, once you are out of it, even though we have been in the cycle for billions and billions of years, it all seems negligible. It all seems nothing. But while in the cycle, it seems so big. Like how a person who is, say, suppose he's been um, poor for a long, long time, for many years, and suddenly he's given 1 billion of rupees. Immediately, what happens? He's a billionaire, right? He's no more a poor person. He need not. He just forgets all his poverty, and immediately he takes charge of being a billionaire, and he takes charge of the money, how to spend it, how to invest it, or whatever. So this is what is, whenever we go back to spiritual world, this all these billions of years of devastation and coming back and annihilations and again coming back, this all this doesn't matter at all. Immediately we go to our position of being a servant of Krishna, our duties there, and we just are away from all these memories. It doesn't make any sense. But till that time, it was very painful. That everyone understands and everyone agrees that till that time it was really painful place to be. Okay. Next, we will now continue. Or after this eighth chapter, verses are quoted. Almost 4 verses are explained. Now Prabhupada moves towards what he wants to make the actual point from these verses. Yes, Mataji. Ramya Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. We cannot calculate the extent of the material universe, but we have Vedic information that there are millions of universes within the entire creation. And beyond this material universe, there is another sky which is spiritual. There, all the planets are eternal, and the lives of all the beings on them are eternal. In this verse, the word bhava means nature, and here another nature is indicated. In this world, we have experience also of two natures. The living entity is spirit, and as long as he is within matter, matter is moving. And as soon as the living entity, the spiritual spark, is out of the body is immovable. The spiritual nature is called Krishna's superior nature, and the material is called the inferior. Beyond this material nature, there is a superior nature which is totally spiritual. It is not possible to understand this by experimental knowledge. We can see millions and millions of stars through a telescope, but we cannot approach them. We have to understand our incapability. If we cannot understand the material universe by experimental knowledge, what is the possibility of understanding God and His kingdom? It is not possible experimentally. We have to understand by hearing Bhagavad Gita. We cannot understand who our father is by experimental knowledge. We have to hear the word of our mother and believe her. If we do not believe her, there is no way of knowing. Similarly, if we just stick to Krishna conscious method, all information about Krishna and his kingdom will be revealed. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Such a beautiful paragraph. So Prabhupada is telling about the spiritual nature and the material nature. First of all, when we see here material nature, sometimes people travel and go out and sightseeing, no, on sightseeing. They don't want to see these cars and buildings anymore. One day they get fed up, although they want to live there in that advanced kind of those cities and all, but sometimes they want to move out and see what nature. And that nature, they say it's so beautiful. This is such a beautiful picture. They do photography, that this. But then it is just a material nature, it is inferior nature. The superior nature is the spiritual world. And how beautiful that would be. It is said that here we see all greenery everywhere, no? That also everyone says so beautiful, so green. Uh, but in spiritual world, there are so many other colors. Every tree is a desired tree, of course, and it is so beautiful. It's not that one tree has got all same colored leaves. No, it is so much variety, and it is all chintamani, right? It is uh, the dust. What we see here, it is all brown in color, but there, it is all chintamani. It is all gems and powder, maybe powdered of gems, no? That's how we can imagine. It was all gems, and these chintamani's, they are like touchstones. Touched anything touches to it, it becomes gold. That kind of cannot even imagine with our limited exposure to this material nature. It is inferior. And when we try to understand superior nature using the knowledge of this inferior nature, how can we understand? That is far superior and far different. And here, what we have is reflection, they say, and that too perverted reflection. So, this is the situation. And what scientists are trying, they are trying to do all kind of experiments based on their knowledge of the inferior nature, and then understand if God is there or not, God's kingdom is there or not, how it will look. I will use a telescope to see that. Not possible. Not even, Prabhupada says, if you even try to see the stars, uh, just by just seeing them, but you can't approach them. And what to speak of going beyond the material universe, material nature, and try to understand spiritual world. Cannot use any kind of machine or any telescope to see that and understand that. We have to just stick to the Krishna conscious method. Prabhupada is saying we have to stick to the Krishna conscious method. Then all information will be revealed. It is not that we will we will see, we will find out. No, it will be revealed to us. It will be gifted to us. Just stick to it. And sticking to it means whatever Guru and Shastras are telling us, we just keep on reading and remembering. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is this beautiful pastime of when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visits South India, Srirangam. He sees one nice Vaishnava, Sri Vaishnava. He is trying to read Bhagavad Gita, and he's got not good any good Sanskrit pronunciation. He doesn't have. He's not a very great scholar in Sanskrit, and but he's reading it. He's trying to read it, and the way he's pronouncing is making other scholars laugh at him. Others people keep laughing at him, like how he's even telling these reciting. There is no proper grammar or chanda, nothing. But he is also incessantly crying. Hmm? He's crying, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he approaches and says, "Sir, what are you doing? And why are you crying? What is making you cry?" Then he says that whenever I am seeing this picture of Krishna, he's a chariot driver of Arjuna. I feel so much grateful for the Lord that he is accepting this role of a servant to his devotee. And I start crying. And my spiritual master has asked me to recite Bhagavad Gita every day, but I do not know Sanskrit. I cannot pronounce properly, but I'm trying. So he's sticking to his Guru Maharaj's order, whether he knows how to do it or not, whether it is difficult for him or easy for him, he doesn't care. Guru has told, so I will do. And what is happening to him? Krishna is revealing to him that what is Krishna's quality? Krishna's quality of being Bhaktavatsala, and Krishna wanting to serve his devotees. That is being revealed to him. So this is the method. We just stick to the method, and all information will be revealed to us. Okay, Matajis, and I think we have a little more time. Can go to the next paragraph also. So for now, from the previous paragraphs, one question: what is a lifespan of Brahma in human years? Who can answer?
100 years.
Ramya Mataji? Can't hear.
100 years, Mataji.
Yeah, 100 of his years, but how many human years?
Yeah, human years.
111 trillion and 40 billion earth years, Mataji.
Yes, thank you so much. And what are the two natures of Krishna?
Spiritual nature, Mataji.
Yes, and the inferior is the material nature. He's got two natures. Okay. And during the night of Brahma, where are the living beings? of the lower
They
planetary
will be
systems.
in the water, Mataji.
They are merged in the waters of devastation. We'll move to the next paragraph. Yeah, who is reading?
Should I read, Mataji?
Yeah, yeah.
Parastu bhavaha means superior nature, and avyakta refers to what we see manifested.
Vyakta,
We
vyakta.
can see vyakta.
Hmm.
We can see that the material universe is manifested through the earth, sun, stars, and planets. And beyond this universe is another nature and eternal nature. Avyakta, avyaktat sanatanaha. This means nature has a beginning and an end, but that spiritual nature is sanatana, eternal. It has neither beginning nor end. How is this possible? A cloud may pass over the sky and it may appear to cover a great distance. But actually, it is only a small speck covering an insignificant part of the whole sky. Because we are so small, if only a few hundred miles is covered by cloud, it appears that the whole sky is covered. Similarly, this whole material universe is like a small, insignificant cloud in the vast spiritual sky. It is encased by the Mahat Tattva matter. As a cloud has a beginning and an end, this material nature also has a beginning and an end. When the clouds disappear and the sky clears, we see everything as it is. Similarly, the body is like a cloud passing over the spiritual soul. It stays for some time, gives some byproducts, dwin, dwin, dwindles, and then
Dwindles
vanishes.
and then vanishes.
Dwindles and vanishes. Any kind of material phenomena that we observe is subject to the six transformations of material nature. It comes into being, grows, stays for a while, produces some byproducts, dwindles, and then vanishes. Krishna indicates that beyond this changing cloud like nature, there is a spiritual nature which is eternal. In addition, when this material nature is annihilated, that avyakta sanatana will remain. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here in this paragraph, Prabhupada giving an example of cloud for two things. Cloud is compared one to Mahatattva and one with the body. Okay? The material body that we all have. So both of these are like clouds. They come and they go. The clouds have a beginning and an end. They just form for some time and then they disappear whenever the sky clears. So Mahatattva is what is a exam explanation for how the creation starts is given, then Mahatattva is uh, explained first. The spiritual world is there, and in the spiritual world, that the full creation, sometimes a small cloud forms, and this has got all the elements required for material creation. That is like a cloud which is got, which when we see cloud, do we see the water in it? No. But when the cloud pours, it pours water. Similarly, when Mahatattva forms, the cloud forms, it has got all the elements in it required for material creation. And then, of course, the glance of Mahavishnu and all that agitates, and the material creation starts. That is the process that is explained in Shastras about how material creation starts. So that is what is Mahat Tattva. It is combination of all the elements required for creation. That forms like a cloud. But then it also disappears. After the material creation, material when we talked about all the universes going into Mahavishnu, and it's all temporary. So similarly, the body also. It's like a cloud. Why? Why? Because Prabhupada says it undergoes 6 transformations and then vanishes. It comes into being like a cloud, stays for some time, and some byproducts are produced, then it dwindles and then vanishes. Okay, there are some chat messages here. I will see after the class. So 6 transformations are these. So the change of the body keeps happening and it finally vanishes. And again, the cloud forms. Again, another body is given. This keeps happening. And beyond this is a avyakta sanatana, but that remains always. What is that? The spiritual nature. That remains. That is avyakta to us, but it is sanatana. Vyakta means what we can see. That is, here it is said, no. Vyakta means what we see manifested in front of us. We can see the material universe manifested through earth, stars, sun, planets. This is Vyakta to us, and beyond that is Avyakta Sanatana. This remains. That's why it is called Sanatana. It is not like a cloud that forms and then it vanishes. No. Avyakta means it is not Vyakta to us. It is covered to our eyes. It is not there to see for us, but it is present all the time. It is permanently present all the time. And when the cloud disappears, the sky clears.